I'm coming. All right, here I come. Hi guys. All right, let me turn this thing, the time off. I'm going to keep this up for a little bit here. Let me get comfortable. I actually made sure that, let me see if the volume's up. There we go. Actually made sure that we have so many dogs, right? That for this live that I had no dog disturb me. Meaning I made my daughter take one of the dogs. All right, let's see who we have here. It's going so fast. Hi everybody. Feels good to get back to you all, and let me save this PDF for today. Definitely starting to feel a little more functional. The one thing that hasn't changed is it's funny. You really never know how your body is going to respond to stress levels and so forth, right? Until you yourself are going through it. And what I went through and oh wait, let me make sure this is down. An experience through the horrific massacre has definitely taught me a lot about myself. I know my angels, they're always with me. I'm not gonna get emotional about it. And I'm like, well, I think I want to do my live tomorrow morning, and I wasn't sure I wanted to expose what I'm going to expose today. And I kept getting all these signs, yes, you're going to. Yes, it's time to really show the information you have, because it's I think it's an answer. I think that what I'm showing you today is going to play a huge part in Summer Moon Wells, missing children, and Summer Moon Wells herself. So here all this was going through my mind yesterday, and my husband brought me to one of my favorite places to grab a sandwich and a coffee, and and as soon as we walk up to the counter, it's raining, it's cold. I'm like talking to myself in my head. I'm like, I really want to get home and get ready for this live, because I don't know how I want to really present it yet, because it's really intense. I have the trigger warning up because it's going to show elements that I know that I'm in a place that I'm very triggered. I've been blessed to not have triggers outside of like my daughter going through cancer and all those things, yes. But like triggers where you hear someone drop a spoon, or you see a bloody eye, or you see someone running, that your body responds as if you're in combat. So by me putting this together, it was very different, but it was very intense. And I knew I needed to do this the moment that this little guy shows up on the counter of my coffee shop / sandwich place that I went to go order on my way home, thinking what I should do. And here I am in the middle of this fabulous coffee shop. And I yell, "Oh my God, that's Paw Patrol, that's Paw Patrol." And like freaking my kids are looking at me. My husband's like, okay, is she losing her mind? Like, what is she doing? And I walk over and I start taking pictures of this little Paw Patrol. And I had my answer. Like, who the hell has a Paw Patrol? Someone painted this, you guys. Some little girl, someone, I don't know who, I'm going to ask, must have made this little Paw Patrol and put it on the counter where you get your sugar or, whatever you want to put in your coffee. And that was my answer. I'm like, thank you, little Summer Moon Wells. Thank you. Like, you got this. Like, those are the words that I always hear from her. Like, you got this. Like, you got this. I'm watching over you. Like, I'm right here. Yes, do it. And it was the nuttiest thing because I have been going to this place ever since it opened, and it wasn't there. It hasn't been there. So I doing it today, and I spent a little extra time putting it together. And what I'm going to show you today is very, very important. I did speak to the authorities. They are watching because there's way too much stuff to send them, because they don't take large files. They don't take links to open, and they don't do that. So there's no other freaking way for me to give it to them other than for them to watch. On that note, welcome to WCIA Network. Everything I do and say here falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Welcome, and my channel is strictly for the children. It's not about me. It's not about the people who are doing this. It's about getting justice for the children showing their story, their children telling their story through my channeling, through little signs of the universe, like someone just said in chat, that a little Paw Patrol shows up and I start laughing, and now my family's like, oh my God, now she's laughing. So it is what it is. It's my life. And I literally was like so excited. And I knew what I wanted to do because I used my pendulum. I actually have it. Wait, where did I put it? I put it right here with me for today. Here it is. Because I used my pendulum actually to select the literally videos that Summer wanted me to review. Because there were so many videos from this one company over 9 years, I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. We don't have time for this. So it was super easy. I just went down the row. When my pendulum went in circles, I saved it. That's it. And then I used my hand and stopped where it stopped, and it was super easy. Super easy. Welcome back, subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to be a subscriber. I think, let me see here. I have no idea what chat is on, if it's for subscribers only. Is it for subscribers only on chat? Put 1 if it is. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, okay. So I picked my stuff. I went through it. And the information is pretty intense. I am going to be showing you some major companies. It's not about them. I have to tell you, let me see how I put it to edit. Wait, let me see. I want subscribers only chat room. Let me see if I could do that live. Customization. Here we go. Subscribers only. Should change. Okay. Okay, it should change now. Anyways, let me go back. Live. We just change a few things. Okay. I think you should see subscribers only now. For chat room. This is going to be triggering, like I said. I have this feeling in my gut that Summer Moon Wells is in these photos. And I'm showing, wait, first let me go back. Welcome my members. Nola and Willie, welcome. Sugar Bee, welcome. Muffin Top, thank you, my mod, for being here. Sugar Bee, Galaxy 4. We've got KD. We've got Miss Peaches. Hello, welcome. No, you haven't missed anything yet. We are first starting. I just gave a little spiel in the beginning. Peggy Lincoln, welcome as a member. Thank you very much. KD, hello. Nolan Willie said hi. Bernie, hello, hello. Nancy Hopkins, hi. Sugar Bee, member for 2 months. Woohoo! Thank you. Long Gone, hi. I love all these new members. Thank you for supporting the channel. And now we're going to get started. And welcome subscribers. And if you haven't, please subscribe. Thumbs up definitely on your way in. Really, really helps me out. Anyways, I'm going to go back to this here. I am going to be showing you, everything that I show you is going to be coming from this company. Not everything. 99% of it. But understand it's not about them. I'm not here to do anything to cause harm to their company. I don't care about their company. I don't give a shit who they are. It's not my problem. I'm not the authorities. It's not my problem. It's not about them. This channel is strictly about the children. It's strictly about Summer Moon Wells' missing children's story. Them getting their story out there so they get justice. It's up to the authorities to do their job. That's not what I do. I do not point fingers at guilty. I don't care. So everything I do and say and put out here falls under that section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. It falls under it because their videos And the pictures, to my knowledge and from my understanding and to what I have been told through my angels, is their story. I am not showing any of their full videos. I am taking clippets. Again, nothing to do with them. That has to be very clear message. That is not what I do here. It's not what I do. I don't care about them. I care about the little children that I'm going to be showing you. I care about this child that I think is Summer Wells. I found this company through Jody Sue Brown's live video. Jody Sue Brown had a small little teeny little snippet of a frame sliced between her frames that said Aria caught the big fish. I don't know who Aria was. I've never even seen the channel. I'm not a fisher person. It's not what I do. The only reason I went to the channel to look at that video is because Jody Sue Brown directed me there. Jody Sue Brown directed me to them. So when Jody Sue Brown has a sliver of that information stuck in there, you bet your bottom booty I am going to look at it. And that is why I think that this is Summer Moon Wells. And it looks like Summer Moon Wells. I have over 100 slides to show you guys. Welcome from UK, England, UK. Yes, my daughter's boyfriend from Ireland just left yesterday to go back to his hometown, Galway. And he was in the middle of the massacre with us. So he's going to have a lot to talk about. They're much safer over there than they are here, right, guys? So, this picture here, I'm going to show you where this came from. This is a hidden doorway under their boat. This picture here I'm going to go over is actually their fake ice thing, because what it really is their hidden doorway. This to me is Summer Moon Wells going in or coming out of the hidden doorway. Okay? So I'm going to start and go very slowly, as slow as I possibly can, to go through my PDF. Hi, little guy. This is what a normal picture looks like when it's not edited, it's not touched with, it's not layered, there's nothing about it that's secretly deep fake. This is a clear photo that photos should look like on a camera. Just like this. And that's little Paw Patrol. If anyone doesn't know, Paw Patrol is Summer Moon's favorite thing. Here we go. The first thing I did was I went through the videos that Summer Moon, my little, I have specialty pendulums I work with, and the pendulum that works the best for me, it's this Tiger Eye. And the Tiger Eye is super good with just yes and no. Boom, 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 yes and no. I trust it. This little Tiger Eye pendulum brought me to videos both within the time frame of Summer Moon Wells missing, and she was gone before June 15th. But whenever this process happened was after. It wasn't like this was in motion, you guys, for a very long time. And then she also brought me to two videos that showed me the different ways of the sacrifices that the children, I'm not talking about them, I'm not saying they are doing this. Summer Moon Wells was showing me the different ways of the sacrifices that are being done to these children, to young adults. It's mixed with SA, it's mixed with combat sick shit, it's mixed with, like, they have like shooting ranges, it's mixed with fishing. It's probably for sure the sickest shit that I could never even imagine is happening. And how I knew that this was real is that it matched up with Benny's sick shit photos, that I'm like, well, why would he have a photo of this person's face looking like this? This doesn't even look like a face. It doesn't even make any sense how it could look like that. I'm going to show you it makes sense because it matches. It matches all the way down to the details. So if you think that the picture to the right looks crazy, I've showed you that so many times, and I'm going to re-show it to you. It's not. It's the same. It's the same concept. It's the same detail. Once in a while I'm going to open up chat because I know I have new wonderful listeners, and I really want everyone to try to understand what I'm doing. So what both groups do is Benny always holds these little bones up with these little hearts. The videos that Summer Moon showed me, they do the same thing. It's the same trophy-like piece of element that they save. Okay? It's the same. The people that are fishing on his boat are chained up and covered in the same elements as all of the Summer Moon Wells missing children I have investigated. These photos all the way down to the clear white thing in her mouth. I'm going to go one by one to make sure that I blow it up. There's always been in these children's mouth, Michael Vaughn has it, they really quite all have it. They're clear bottles. Summer Moon Wells has it. The children that are in the water while they're on the boat are covered in those white things and blood, and they have the clear bottle in their mouth. They also have all of the items, including chains and so forth, on their body. None of them that are in the water look normal. There are many babies involved. Babies are involved. It's very sick. This little child in the middle came from a year ago. That came from Candace Wells's Facebook page. Okay? I have many, many photos of this child looking like this. Now, before I kept them because, right? I know to keep them because I have the saints above me that help me through my stuff, right? They're like, put that goddamn thing to the side because you're going to need it. One day you're going to want that photo. And the days are coming where I need now all the photos because it seems as if all the photos make a difference. They all make a difference because they're now coming into play, right? They're repeating itself in a way right now that is crucial evidence. This is the little girl. There are like two of them. She was playing in a pond. Now we're at the point where my presentations, I could just pull this up and match it up to anything that is in these videos. You know, they're the same thing. That little fishy person that she has on the bottom, see that little fish? That now makes sense to me because this is fishing. They're fishing, you guys. That little fishy thing is what shows up on Summer Moon. It's on her. It's a fishy. And if you go back and listen to my channeling, for those who haven't, please do. They're marked channeling. Fishies. She's with the fishies all the time with the fish. Between the fish and the leaves, she's in the leaves, and she's in the fish. I have a very, very, very good relationship with these angels because at this point, you know, they're telling a story. This stuff in Montana that Arbania showed in the water. Wait, let me grab this. That Arbania showed in the water shows up in all of these videos. And you guys, it's in the water and they're allowing it to go down the river for people to find them as if it's a hunting game. As if it's a hunting game. Here are the kids that are swimming next to his boat. They are part of this game they're playing, and they're not going to survive. She has the heart around her, just like Summer Moon, around her head, just like Michael Vaughn, all of them. Every one of the videos, you guys, if you go back to any of my videos, and I'm going to show you some of them, right? I'm going to show you. I mean, this is a really stupid one to show you, but this is what Benny looks like in the car. When you go really close up, he always has a heart with him. He always has that little thing with him. No one notices. This here is what they're wearing. It's some part of the mechanism. But I'm making so much more sense now because there are wait, let me get rid of this. Way too many photos that I have now that match. This on top of the left-hand corner was Summer walking in the water. She was already in the water. Now it makes sense because I believe through my whole entire heart being, she walked this process. She was part and was one of these girls in the water. She has the same things on them. And I have a video, if you go back, just look at all my videos, you'll see them. Pictures of the kids in the water. They all look pretty much like this. Like this. And they have all that white stuff wrapped around them, okay? So it matches. Here's the sticks. They wind up with some, I don't know if it's a fishing pole or in the wood, but this wood piece travels down the river because they are grabbing them. They're hunting for them. They're waiting for them. And when Arbania says they're searching for their daughter and they know she's dead, that they're searching for her daughter and they can't find any of her in the river, she's serious. She wants to find a piece of her daughter in the river. But it's not where they said she was. This is her. It's not where they said she would be. She went to the river. She says it. She went to the river to go find her. If they don't find her, I think that their sacrifice was probably just not worth it. It wasn't worth it to them. Right? These are the little bloody hearts they're looking for. Arbania told me so. This is what they look like. They're wrapped in all that stuff. They're wrapped, actually, now I know what that is. It's part of the fishing, like it's part of the net, the fishing mesh net. It wraps all around it. And here they found a piece. She showed it to me. There it is. That's a trophy. So I have videos upon videos of little summer moon walking this. You know, here, see that little heart on her? She did the same thing. All of these summer moon while missing children went through the same process. They all have those little bones and stuff wrapped around them. Now I understand it. Now I understand it. It goes down. They fish for it. They hunt for it. They look for it. And those are their trophies. Here's a little closer look, because here you could see the hearts that are attached to them. And they're attached to all that white mesh, and they let them walk into the water, and yeah. Again, this is, do you see how she's holding her, to the left, she's holding her clear little bag? But the kids over to the right, what she has in her hand is it. Here, let me. I just don't want to get anyone confused. What you see in her hand, let me show you. Is this. This is very important. This is what she has, she's holding. Okay? All of the children have these. Summer Moon Wells had this. Whatever it is, it is. It matches what's in her hand. This is connected to that truck that goes into the water. And I'm going to show you how it's in the sunglasses of this lady. This is a very unique, highly spiritual piece of whatever. And the other girl has that equipment on her with the heart. The one to the left, I still believe is Summer. I still believe this is the preparation of what she's gone through. Here's just closer looks. Just a closer look so you get a real feel. You know, many a times I've had these photos blurry, right? Well, they're not so blurry anymore, because there definitely are particular videos like these guys. It's not blurry. No one's looking at them. No one would ever look at them to look for missing children. It's just not something that would happen. See that plastic thing that she has in her hand is the same, in her mouth. Summer Moon Wells has one too. Is that same plastic that's here in this girl's hand. It's the same thing. Now, this video here shows to me the people that are trying very hard to get her out of the boat. The glasses, the outfit, the matching life jacket. The situation that's happening in the boat really reflects her glasses up top, and to me shows Summer Moon Wells to the left. I believe that is Summer's photo to the left. This will give you a better understanding of the photo. Summer definitely had that green band around her. She had that tube coming out of her mouth. She has the heart under her chin. She has basically every element that I'm showing you right here. And this is what she looked like in her very last days. It's what she looked like. Let me see. You know, this is what they said she did the last day, right? She went fishing. And this, to me, is a very true photo of Summer Moon. And this photo here, to me, is the photo that matches the picture. And here, she is already in her position. She has a lot of the hearts and everything around her. But when you really look closely at her just beautiful face that can make me cry every time I look, to me it's the same child. You see, And then what's below her, to me, isn't Summer. It's a different child. This photo most likely will wind up with all of that white mesh around her, just like that you see here. Here, let's see. See how it's starting to match? Let me show you. They really, it always stood out to me, that word fishing. And how Hunter used his fingers like, quote, like fishing, you know, and they're like, yeah, they're like, and that's not really what they're doing. Yeah, they went for a car ride. You know, maybe the car ride means their parents are going to have sex in the car. You know what I mean? Like, it's, he really used that word that way. And it was a very powerful message to me. So this here, if the authorities could just take, like when I said to the lady on the phone, I'm like, I'm just here to give information, right? I can't take it any further. I could show you these photos that look just like Summer. It's up to you, because this is already going to get its own publicity. But it's up to them to use whatever machinery they have to see, is this the same? Her eye is getting all bruised up. She has the same thing in her mouth. She has the same thing under her chin. She has the same stuff coming around her face. So when I was going through this video and pulling this stuff, I'm like, all I could see is Summer. And I'm not just saying that, you guys, for fucking clicks and people to watch. Oh, she found Summer. I didn't say found Summer. If this isn't Summer, it is definitely Summer Moon Wells' missing child that Summer Moon Wells posed for. Because that face is Summer, and those are babies' heads there. This is a real fucked up picture. Sorry to swear, but sometimes I have to. And this comes from the fisherman's boat. Again, someone could be using his boat, his shit, his photos as the deep fake over the real. So you can't, that's why I'm never the first to jump the gun, because I don't care about them. And I'm not just saying that to say it. I really don't give a fuck about him. I don't care, because there's so much stuff you could do to videos these days and cover shit up. And all I know the truth to be, the children have a story to tell. This is their story, and this is what's happening to them. This is happening. This is happening, you guys. This is our country. Someone asked me, I had a conversation with someone yesterday at the memorial, you know, just thanking my God above that I'm not part of that memorial. And that was the discussion. You know, people are asking, are you angry at the person? And I'm like, I'm angry at my country for getting here. Like, how did we get here? Like, how did we get here that I'm showing pictures like this on social media and no one's going to go arrest anybody? No one's going to go arrest them. So it's It's a very big message to think about. Like, how did we all get here as a country that I could show heads of babies and it's okay? So the photo to the blue are reflections out of the wife's glasses. The photo to the right is a truck that they met at the water. At first it looks like they're pulling the boat into the water, but there's no way. That's not what they're doing. So I'm not really quite clear why they met this trailer, because it doesn't make sense. What I do know is when she's back on her boat, the reflections, all of the reflections she shows within her glasses, I can match up to the Summer Moon Wild's Missing Children's elements. Now, this is where it might be triggering. Yesterday or the day before, I don't remember what it was, I was like, Benny was laughing that they have a picture of him in the trees. And behind Benny is the maroon box inside the it's the element that I've been looking at. I'm like, can you be that dumb? Like, really? So the photos that I'm going to show you that look like combat, but they're really shooting people, and it's not about them catching duck. They are catching humans. And this is where it could be very triggering for people. Understand that the box that Benny is standing in front of, is the box that's used throughout this video. The leaves itself match. It's like the leaves are palm trees, but I personally think that a lot of the bushes and the leaves they use to confuse the situation. So I don't feel like, being a clairvoyant, you feel the air and like, if I were to close my eyes and look at this, like the elements of the weather. Okay. I feel like a lot of it is set up. The bushes and the trees don't match the locations. Like, certain places will have certain greenery that I don't see in two places. The photos here are very well covered up. I'm showing this before I show that, because when you look inside the group photo, you're going to see Summer in there. And you're going to see the box. The boxes that you see, they're very hard to see, but just look inside the box that has a white around it. That's this box. There's number 5 in there. It's a white 5. Kind of see it. Hope you do. But it's a consistent element that is shown. It's part of the people that are being sacrificed. Okay? This is the trailer. This is the truck that's brought into the water. It has the elements. So if you look on the bottom, see that the white bar. Wait, let me go back. I want you to clearly see this. This element is a very important element. Okay, so this here came from a different picture. It's also with Summer Moon, and it's also with those girls in the water that I showed you. The white box on top that's wrapped in the maroon whatever, in the A on top, and the heart on top, is also an element. These elements could be pulled from hundreds of photos that I have. So whatever this trailer truck tractor does, they use all the time. It goes into the water. Goes into the water. It has the maroon clear box. If you wait, let me see what my next page is. This thing holds the maroon clear box that I believe and told and understand from what I hear that Summer Moon Wells was in, and this is where they took photos of her. This clear maroon box with the white jug-like things, this here plays an important part in the process. I have many photos of this. And there are your white jugs. There's the hearts. There are people laying over there. There's a lot of information on in these photos, but I'm not going over all of them. I'm going over the main ones that will help bust open the case. The authorities want to see that this box does match the other boxes that I have. It has the white boxes in there. And yes, there's a man hanging over it that's dead, but that's not going to help solve the case, you see. It's those little elements that match throughout that will help solve the case, like this. And those girls, we don't know who those girls are. They're not even part of the family that's on the boat. They're in a very small little corner of his photos that you're not supposed to see. The picture in the middle is from the lady's sunglasses. And I'm just showing how it matches up with Jody Sue. Jody Sue's videos show the equipment. They show the equipment. This is it. It's right in the middle between Jody Sue and Benny. Now I have this gal's sunglasses information matches up with Jody Sue and Benny's photos. All of her sunglass blue frames give me enough information that I was able to show the authorities the match. Like, okay, this may look crazy, but here it is in her sunglasses. Like, how could that be when she's in Alaska and they're in Tennessee and Benny's in Texas? Like, it doesn't even make any sense that would match, right? They do. They match. That's what they do. So for me to show this information is much more important than showing someone hanging, because they're going to be able to see someone hanging off of a wheel. You're going to see that the guy's beat to shit and he's dead and he was completely sacrificed. They'll be able to see that. But this is information that is really urgent. Again, the girl to the right, I believe, I don't know if that was, I don't remember where that was from, but it's the same image as what's in her sunglasses. It's the same image, you guys. Let me pull it over so maybe you could see it better. This here is this girl in her glasses, all the way down to the heart. let's turn it a little bit here. Here, maybe that will help. Let's see. Here I turned it a little. Right here. This here is what is obviously what the victims look like because she's showing it in her glasses. It's a match. Again, the equipment, I could crop and paste and stick it over it and it's all the same. Actually, let me show you the part that's the same. So you get it. Let me crop. I'll crop a certain piece inside the picture and plop it right over Benny's. Let's see. See this here? This goes right over it, right to the T. Like literally, like see even those lines, how they match up? This is this. This is that. Let me blow the middle one up. So all the little elements that they've tried really hard to cover up inside a freaking photo is totally exposed. It's totally exposed. Same thing. All the way down to the white thing. It's crazy. It's the number 5 comes out. So much information comes out. So much. But they're not very smart. Here's some girls back in the water. Again, her sunglasses match the elements. She's advertising, and I personally again think that this is Summer Moon. I know nothing's been proven, nothing, but this is during her time frame, Summer Moon's time frame, and the little girl is got blonde hair, and she's right in her sunglasses. And it's during the same thing. And she has the same markings. She has everything the same. And I found her in Jody Sue Brown's video. So if you think for a second, if you're going to find something in Jody Sue Brown video while she's discussing summer, of course it's got something to do with it. But these guys, I don't know who they are. I'm not here to do anything. I don't really care, like I said. All I know is that looks like summer. Period. And if I am working on this case for over a year now. Why would I ignore the fact that this little girl has a heart on her face, the same position as Summer? She has blonde hair, she has one eye missing, and she's in her fucking sunglasses. Why would I ignore that? No reason. And look what's showing up to the side. See what's showing up to the side? The heart that goes around Summer's left side of her head. It's right there. So sorry, lady, but if you don't know this is in your sunglasses, you better wake the fuck up, because if this goes to trial, you'll be part of it. Because I could copy and paste and sliver everything right over these photos and they are a match. Look at the heart coming out of the side of her head. Is that funny? It's not funny. Summer Moon Wells directed me to grab these. I wouldn't have known what to grab. Here's the side of Summer's head. Here we go. Let's see. See this heart? You see those hearts that are in her glasses? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Let me brighten it. I'll show you. And you know, the moral of the story, you can't create these same crazy elements over and over. Here's what's in her glasses. Do you see that heart? Do you see this? It's Summer Moon's heart. That's Summer Moon in her photo. It goes right on there. That little heart, let me even get this closer. Wait a minute. Because really the heart is, it's this little guy on the top. So to be fair, get rid of this so you see it. It's this little guy right there. That's this. Against her head, you see. It's Summer. All I want to know is, where the fuck is Summer? Where the fuck is she? See the hearts on her legs? How they match up with Summer had 3 hearts as she floated away. The dynamics and the way that those hearts are laying on her leg is how Summer floated away. Let me see if I can find a photo of that real quickly. When she floated away in the water, others. She floated away, and the hearts, just like that, they were smaller and they got bigger, followed her down the river. Let's see. And you know, they do so much shitty cover up that, you know, that's why I only selected elements to follow and not all the craziness that they try to have you all follow. It was stupid craziness. Let me look in this one. Oh, maybe it's in my PDFs. Give me a moment. I only give myself a little bit of time to find it because I suck. I suck at finding them. Let's see. Maybe I have it over here. It really matches very well, actually. It's like she's floating away, all covered in those red things and maroon. Let's see. Gosh, I have so many things of her. This is unreal. I'm gonna open this. May. Let's see if it's in here. You know, the Chris Watts case has to be the same people. I mean, it's just a joke. Has to be. I have so many kids in here. So many. And it's when I look back at all my stuff. It's so funny how it's like, this is it. This is it. Bingo. This is the one that's going to break the case open. Nothing. I'll tell you what I'm not forgetting are the farmers. It's all the same. Like, you know, the wishing, I'm not saying it's them. I'm just saying the wishing trees and the Christmas trees. It's like, it's all the same. It's not like it's just because I'm showing you something different. I'm still looking for it. Does not mean for 1 second that the story has changed. It's the same. All that's happening is the information is getting smaller and smaller and closer. That's it. That's it. The information that is being shown each day, all it is validating the information that we already have. And each day that goes by of more validated information and nothing on the authority side, I'm not expecting them to do anything anymore, to tell you the truth. I'm over it. It is curious. It's just curious to me. Where's that going to go? Like, what are they going to do with that? Like, do you think it's ever going to be looked into? I don't think I'm going to find it. Here's the bread making. So this is one of the nights, I think was one of her last nights. She has the equipment behind her. I believe this is what she looked like. When I look at her mom's sunglasses and all that little reflective information, it's just all the same. It's all the same crap. I'm going to go on. Okay. Now, we all know that this sort of looks like Grandis's trailer. It's not Grandis's trailer. I think that this is the park they brought her to. It's not Grandis's trailer. I think that this is the trailer that they keep showing. I put this in here just to show those who really haven't seen a photo of this craziness of what she looks like towards the end. This now makes sense because this is what the people off the boat look like. The similarity in the trailer information that they give is very, very similar to the process. This is the, these are snapshots from the swing. Look at one of my swing videos and you'll see all this in action in video. It's not like I created this. It's there. In front of their trailer, which I think is the same as what they're standing in front of here, they have these two nutty chairs. And they have the number 5 on it. If the authorities could follow these bit of breadcrumbs, I think they would find the location of where this is. It matches up to me really well. Because that's not Candace, that is not Grandis's trailer. What you see here to the right is what's under Benny's nose. And in the picture that Candace is having her arm out. What you see to the left comes from this swimming, oh my God, my brain, fishing video. They have similar characteristics throughout the whole photo. But yet they want you to think it's in a different location. But because I know better and I follow elements, you could line them right up. Let me show you. This goes right here. There's the 5. There's a 5 in here. Goes right in there. Right there. It's a perfect match. Perfect match. Again, that is a picture of her shirt. I mean, her glasses. Totally, totally different situations. Different pictures. But let me show you something. They're all showing the equipment. They're all showing the location. They're all showing the same elements. The only thing they're changing is the nonsense around it. Here's Benny's side. Right here. Goes right in here. Right in there, like perfectly. Perfectly. Look at the whole, everything on the bottom. The whole thing matches. Right there. And you could continue all the way down. I could continue showing you how it matches all the way through. But that's the authority's problem. Like I could show you. I could show. I just showed you it matches. It's the same. But the authorities are the ones who are going to have to go in there and bust this thing open. They're just repeating and showing the same information over and over and over. That's it. That's it. That's all they're doing. Here's from the young couples. I've not forgotten about them. I have a file on them. They almost carry the same quality and level of information as this fisherman guy. The information that they have in these rich families that are traveling and doing shit, I know they're doing shit, have the same kind of information. This here completely matches the equipment. It is the equipment. It shows it. It's right in front of you guys. Wait, let me. I forgot I had a call coming in. Let's see. Wait. Hold on. Doctor. See this? Okay. I hate when doctors just leave a message to tell you to call back. Okay, so this comes from one of those families. The Kents, the Bents, the Drents, I don't know. But this here is in their house. And this here is the equipment. It's the equipment. I have a lot more pictures, you guys. I don't go off of one photo. I just show you one photo because I know it matches. Same thing. I'm just showing you the consistency. Here. This is where I think the location. This is, I think, a location that will give a lot of information if they go to look. I went over this the other day. Look in my video from yesterday. I line it up. I line up the trailer I line up the bottom of the trailer is very important. The person driving the trailer is very important because it's completely messed up. The picture to the right, it comes from this fisherman. You all have seen that photo before. I've shown you that in the rich kids family photos. And I showed you that this is the room with the machines. This is the room with the machines. This is it, you guys. Those are the boxes. This is the equipment. This is where I don't know what they do. They have people in it. But this photo, you would think that I got it. You would think that I'm re-showing you a photo from the Beeston Bunch. Is that what it is? I think. But let me explain something to you. These are the boxes on the bottom. The boxes on the bottom play the most significant part of this whole entire process. The reason I keep showing you the number 5 box and the metal box is because it is the most important piece of element. You see, it's everywhere that you find sacrifice. It is that number 5 box. Let me see something. If anyone remembers Trish, literally, she has a basement full of them. A basement full. And now it's showing in the basement of this boat. Okay? It's in the basement of the boat. Let me open something up. Oh. Here's the chair that matched. I just have to show this real fast. This is the chair that actually matched the ones that were in front of the trailer. Box. Oh, I think it's under Trish. She has actually the best. Oh, hold on. I have a surgery thing. Hello?
Hi there. My name is Kelly. I'm the pre-op nurse at the Rush Surgery Center, and I'm calling from Miss Lori Modowitz.
This is.
Hi, I'm calling because Dr. Lubinow has you on his schedule for procedure tomorrow.
Right. What time do I have to be there?
So he has you checking in tomorrow at 10:30 a.m.
Okay, perfect.
And then I do have a brief
Ooh, okay.
with you.
Can I call you back? I'm actually on a live on YouTube. I answered the phone. Give me about a little bit, and I
Okay. Or
promise to come back.
I could just give you the instructions, or you've been here before, right?
I've been there before.
Okay. So they do have you scheduled for anesthesia, so nothing to eat or drink after midnight. Okay.
Perfect. Yes.
And make sure you have a ride, someone who can drive you home, okay?
Correct.
All right,
Perfect.
see you at 10:30 a.m.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh my God. Okay. This here, here's the box that you see on the bottom of the boat. Here's the box that you see behind Benny. Here's the box that you see behind Trish. Now let's show you the box that you see behind in Montana. Let's go to Montana. Montana. Montana's is what they show. She said, she specifically said, understand how close this is. She specifically said it's underground and she has seen them. These are the same. They're the same. And can you guys please comprehend the fact that no one has fucking dug for these things? Here it is on the boat with the white boxes on top. And our Brianna gave me the information. Whoops. Oh, shoot. Gave me the information. This is where I think it is. Not where the whole entire thing is, but this is some sort of a holding place. Here is what the whole area looks like. There's your white truck. We've seen plenty of white trucks, but Jesus Christ, everyone has trucks in this area. So forget that. That's not even a conversation for me anymore. Here's just different. Now it looks like it looks like it's jumbled, but I take layers. I take snapshots of each layer to see if I see an element in between that I missed. Okay. The commonality in these are, we're supposed to think that the girls are standing in front of Grandis's trailer. I think that's what they want us to think. But they're not. I'm being told they're standing more in front of something like this. That comes from the fisherman's video. I think that the bubble that is supposed to be the tent is being deep faked over with the fake Candace car. Because, first of all, that's not even what the back of her car looks like, you guys. At all. It doesn't even match. And notice she has those things in her mouth and the whole thing. I've gone over that. I think these are the same. I think that this could be the same situation. It's just deep faked and there's a lot of shit that doesn't match. But to me, there's enough that does match. Even that small little, like right behind, let me grab it. Page 38. Right behind the tent. Wait. Let me crop it. Right behind the tent. I mean, I use my intuition, you guys. Like, I blast things out there because that's what I'm freaking told. It's not like I'm just making shit up. This to me goes right here. Okay? You could even see, now understand that I have many photos of of her red car turning into a white car. Like, so when stuff disappears and whatever, it shifts. This comes from here. I think this is the real layer. And it's being covered up like that. You see what I mean? And To bring it further, this little guy that's sticking out of the tree, this little guy that's sticking out of the tree belongs right here. So if you match this up like so, see how there's like, see how the car doesn't make any sense? There's like this shit coming out of the car. And you match it up with this. If you open it up far enough, watch. See how it goes over that thing? It's a match. And the machines are in the back. Those are the machines, you guys. Those are the machines in the back. I know sometimes it's you're like, what the fuck is going on? Let me grab this. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Well, you see them. It's all the way in the back of between the trees. I think are the machines that they move and maneuver right here. So see how shit's going to start showing up in the middle? See what's showing up? Chaos is showing up. Because they layer it in chaos. I'm not going to pay attention to chaos, so I'm not doing that today. I have way too much good stuff. But see, all this starts showing up. I'm not going to let it get me off track, because I know that this belongs here. Now, I only put a few of these up because it got too sexual. This lady's covered in so much shit. I don't know what's going on under there, but it's her glasses that are the main element of the Summer Moon Wells missing children's cases. It's the main element. But whatever's going on in here shouldn't be going on. This guy has a lot of equipment around. She's naked. She's holding bones. There's just so much going on in here that, to me, if I went deeper into that right now, it would be getting off the subject of the children. I just want to make you aware of the fact that it's in the videos. And it has nothing to do with what they're doing. Here we get to the children. More photos of the children. Summer Moon Wells had these things in her mouth. Whatever's wrapped in the hair really presents itself throughout the case. I truly believe that the photos that I'm showing you is a Summer Wells missing child, if not Summer Moon Wells. The deep fakes, they do fairly well. It took hours and hours and hours for me to work on this. I work all night through the night, sometimes till 3 in the morning, with my phone, just going back and forth and looking at everything through within the frame. I want you to understand that anything you find within a frame is real. It's real. The only way that it could get there is if the person who made the video puts it there. So it's very important to understand that the photos that I'm showing are untouched. All it is a frame between the deep fake. Those white threads are everywhere. The faces underneath the face is the person that is getting victimized. Many times they don't line it up correctly, and that's what I'm looking for. I am looking to grab photos that I know are elements. I'm looking to grab the things that are sticking out of their mouth that I know shouldn't be in their mouths doing what they're doing. And they're not only in their mouth, they match to the T all of the Summer Moon Wild's Missing Children's elements. It's not just shit that's there, it's the elements of what's going on. I think this is Summer Moon. The photos around her are most important to look at. The story of the missing children surround her in these pictures. Let me flip it around a little bit, because it's the story of the children, right? Wait, let me flip this. I want you to look very clearly at what is being covered. We have seen the blue 5. It's on top of all of their goggles. It's definitely a part of the process. The heart under the chin is part of the process. All of the white shit is the process. It's the process. I wanted to show you, I'm not going to go dig for, wonder where it would be. Oh, maybe it's under machine. Let me see if I have it. Quickly see if I have it. Machine. It's the girls that are on YouTube that show the identical machinery. But I really didn't want to be late tonight because there was so much to go over. Well, maybe I have it in, I'm just checking one file. Now I'm going to probably have to grab it online. Oh, what's this? Wait, I don't know what this is. Wait. Let me put it in here. I have photos of this room. That's the thing. What is this? Oh, that's the machine. Why no? This comes from Rosemary Bly. I stuck it in as the machine. Interesting. Interesting, you guys. This is Rosemary Bly's file. And it's the same. See that? These cases are really, really completely connected to each other. Let me explain something to you. When they get on these boats, there's a secret door. I'm going to show you the secret door. This child to the left, I still believe, is our summer moon. It falls perfectly in the situation and in the time. Let me play with the color for a minute. Let me sharpen it. So I want you to be able to see all those different things on her face, if I can. Her hands are covered. Here, I just changed it a little. I believe that is her. And if you look what's going on the boat, there's like a little secret doorway or something. You've all seen that blue piece of machinery, the one in the middle. You guys have seen this. I've shown this water thing on so many countertops with the blue on the bottom. This is not a good situation, just to let you know. This is bad. It's not the name I want you to look at. I want you to look at the elements underneath the words. Look at the elements underneath the words. Notice the house with the number 5 on it. The house with the number 5 on it is the same little house with the number 5 on it that matches up to Summer Moon Wells. It's a very, very, very important piece of this puzzle to recognize and to comprehend that this is no longer just a fucked up photo. It's a complete match. Everything in this little square underneath the name is Don Wells. All the way down to 3 and the 5. Everything in here under his name screams Don Wells, screams Benny, screams Jody Sue. Forget that there's a person's face in it that's fucked up, but the main issues are the 3 and the 5, right there on the bottom. The house with the 5, the face that's all messed up. There's a lot going on in here that shows location, it shows person, it shows a lot. And obviously those aren't his eyes, those are 2 different eyes. It shows a lot of information that that screams summer moon, you guys. I've really never come across, like I have the last couple days, of information like this. Information that is so clear and so clearly matches this child's story, and this child's story that I have been channeling for a very long time. For a very long time. This information here won't go. Here. The one all the way on the bottom, the one on this side shouldn't be there, you know? Shouldn't be there. Let me make this smaller. He also has the 5s, you know, on his neck. Again, this is showing you the small details that are under his logo. They're there. This is a situation. I do not believe that they're jumping into the ocean, the lake. They're coming out of some sort of closed area. They all have that number metal 5 on them, and they're connected by the neck, by the mouth. I'm always talking about white strings that maneuver the children, the adults, like puppets. These white strings can be found throughout the video. They are not fishing strings. They're nothing more than a way to direct and move the victims. Period. What? Thank you. You're welcome. Here you see the little bubbles that are coming out. To me, really, the only thing that I look for are the elements. The elements are within the girl's glasses, and they pretty much match perfectly to Summer Moon While's Missing Children. Let me brighten it up. Her face and her tells a story. I don't really care to get into the story. The most important thing is her face tells the story of the missing children. It does. And I'm calling them out on it. I don't really care to give them much time. Here again, they show elements underneath the their logo. I'm not going to show you a lot of them because many, if not most of them, show SA. Here, I believe, is the cabin in which Summer Moon Wells' body was at a time within this cabin. I'm always looking for the cabin that has one side longer than the other. Why? It's because her poster that she has shows the home or the house or whatever have you. It shows it on the poster, and the poster shows one side of the rooftop is shorter than the other. They're not the same length. So when I look at these pictures, I'm consistently looking to see if one side of the rooftop is shorter. Let me show you what I mean. Here's our summer moon. This is a picture. It's just not the best picture we have, but this will at least give you an indication of what I'm talking about. This rooftop here is shorter, and let me tell you something. The picture that we have, and I bet no one has kept it, but I did, of the guy who's in front of the Walgreens the day that Summer went missing. The guy who posted a photo in front of Walgreens of himself. I did a video on that. Inside that, he's like holding he's holding a picture frame, and inside that picture frame is a home. Like it's not a home, like a I don't know. Maybe it's a shed of some sort. But what struck me, there's a couple things that struck me. He's standing in front of the Walgreens that they went to the day that they picked up the medicine. And his face showed up in another video that, now I don't know if what's her name? Bullhorn Benny or Benny, Bullhorn Betty or whatever her name is, was in a restaurant with this guy. And Benny put this video up. I'm like, that's the same dude that was in front of Walgreens. What is she doing? What is she doing with him? And I went back and I looked and I'm like, that is the strangest thing. That's the strangest thing. There's got to be something about it. Now, it didn't get any traction because let me see if I can find. I always say can find it, but Walgreens. PDF. Let me go inside these. To me, I think he was showing the location, but it never really, it got no traction. It got nothing, like nothing. And it was just to be so strange. And now when I think back, I should have known better to kind of match it up more. Wait, I can never find a photo when I want it. Let me see. I've shown it so many times because with him in front of that Walgreens, it's the same Walgreens, holding a crazy photo up of like nothing of importance that we knew. What I noticed was the rooftop was longer on one side and shorter on the other. And then that came up again. I'm looking. I could feel you guys are like, she's not gonna find it. She's not gonna find it. Let's see, PDFs. Process, others. Maybe it's a mix of photos. Because I never knew where to put it. Like, I don't have like a file on him. I have nothing. You know, now that we're just, as we're doing this now, and I'm going to still look for it, but since we're doing fishing, this group's really bugging me. Her glasses are like the same glasses that we're seeing on this with Summer Moon. I'm calling her Summer Moon. With this fishing people. Like they have these weird glasses on. They're weird. The victims have those on them, you guys. And that little girl, this picture really bothers me. Really bothers me. It's not right. It's really not right. And we have a lot going on right now with the fishing. There's something about that picture, you guys. Don't like it. I'm giving it one more shot to find. I should have just labeled it. Walgreens guy. That's what I just should have labeled it. Because it's coming into play is what I'm saying. I feel like it's coming into play. Let me look at a couple more. Julia. One day we'll find out who Julia is. Is it under process? No. All right, I'm going to move on. Anyways, that group's really bothering me. Again, just closer photos of the details that are under his face. I don't care who he is. I don't care about the company. It's the pictures that are underneath his face that match the Summer Moon Wells missing children's case. You can't miss it. It's right there. It's all the shit that you see wrapped all over everyone's heads. It has the number 3. It has the number 5. This shouldn't be here because this is really a the very big case. Make this smaller. Oh, there's the glasses that match her. They're right there. These are just some creepy photos. Now, this is what they're taking pictures of under the water. We have all seen this. It's the white sticks. It's the white with the red hearts. It's a lot of shit, but we've seen this. We have been looking at this stuff since the beginning. They take lots of screenshots of it. This is what's under the stuff in the water. These are their heads connected to the kind of machinery that I have been showing for 12 plus months. That person over there is dug in the sand. Here's just closer photos of people that are in the water while the boat's running. It's not normal. This photo, I didn't want to really play with it much because it has a particular image in here that I didn't want to lose it if I played with it before I showed it. What I am going to do now that you see this, because you could see the child, you could see the man, you could see a mother. It's not the mother holding the child. The child has the outfit on. The picture to the left is really messed up, but I didn't want to do anything to it to jeopardize the quality before I went over it with you guys. So now what I'll do is brighten it and sharpen it and see what happens. See, yeah, it changes a bit. Not changes, but here, see what happens when I start to do stuff. It like gets a little pixelated because they really don't want you to see it. But you could clearly see something is going on that's really wrong, right? And that older man definitely has a part of what's happening here, but I do not want to zoom into the baby. I just don't. It's not important, because what's important is you guys understanding the story here that's happening. And the story lies between the three people being together and whatever they're doing to this girl. This girl is connected to the machinery. Somehow the old man has something to do with it. And then there's the mother and the baby. And then there's the machine around the baby's head. You could see it. It's right there. There's a lot of equipment in this photo. There's a lot going on in this photo. Same situation. They're in the water, covered in the elements. They go down under the water to get things and bring them back up. They're not fishing. They're not bringing up salmon, okay? That's the last thing they're doing. Here we are with the string. She's got that blue thing in her hair. I always like to keep these pictures going and I put them out there. I don't always have so much to say about each photo, but it's important for you to see it. Like, it's important for you to see this photo. I don't understand it, but it's part of the process. I mean, look at her face. Let me show you. We know that what's on her face symbolizes the Summer Wells missing children's case completely. Between the V, the heart, everything that's going on here. We know that already. They don't know how much we know. Again, it's not a lobster. This is not a lobster. These are not people digging for lobsters. This was like a hodgepodge picture, but certain elements will show up. I do see them, so I wanted to keep this here. I don't necessarily need to go into detail about it, but those who have been with me, they do see what I'm talking about. Like, this will be an important photo. I could probably get this photo really crystal clear if I go back to the video. Because you could see children's faces easily. Now, mind you, somewhere in the video in between this frame and the next frame is a clear picture. A lot of times I just can't do all of them and wait because it takes hours. And I know that there's certain elements that are solid. And I know what we're looking at is solid evidence. Even that green fish is solid information, and all of the machinery that's showing up within the chests of these people is solid information because it matches all the other information that I have. I do not show anything anymore outside my elements. Look in the water. Look in the water and you will see the number 3. You will see the symbol in the water. There are a lot of victims. This photo has a lot of symbolism. Like, let me just see, there is the one thing that is bothering me. It's this little boy's face. Wait. It's his face. There's a little boy in here showing up. Right there. See, there are certain elements that I will look for. I can't get into all the shit anymore that they throw our way. These are pictures that were taken from the very little bitty photos on the bottom. I haven't done those yet. I will do it with their next video. All I'll do is show you the little screens on the bottom hold incredible information. Incredible information. I have shown this. This isn't his wife. She's all connected to machinery. This is just part of what they do, you guys. It's part of their fishing. I feel like I showed this. The photos get super intense. They're with people. I feel as if they're connected together as couples, like they're never alone, kind of a thing. Here, let me crop into this. Let me crop. Hope you're all doing good and hanging in there. Let's see. Like this. I mean, I could spend months going through this shit. Months. Like this. He's obviously with someone. And there's so much symbolism in here. But my main goal is to just get this to the correct reporter to get it out there. Now we're back to Summer Moon. I shouldn't say that. I believe this is Summer Moon. She has that 5 on her back. I believe this is Summer Moon. Now, there are a few close-ups of the eyes that are really messed up, but the eyes speak to me. Her eyes speak to me. Now, they're not in good shape. And the other thing to notice, she's pushing against a glass. She's not pushing against the camera, because if she was pushing against the camera, you wouldn't see anything. Her fingers are pushing against a glass. Let me see if it's over here. They're watching her through a glass. She's not in the open water. She's not in open water. I have more photos, but she definitely is pushing against glass. That shape equipment that I've shown you before in all the videos just stays the same. I needed to put this out there. Her fingers, she's against someone watching her and taping her, you guys. She's being taped. Not through a lens, not through someone who's down there with a camera, but her little fingers are pushing against the window. It's pushing against a window. I see Summer Moon's face to the left. I'm going to blow it up a little bit for you. Right in the middle, I see Summer Moon Wells. Let me mark it for you. Right under the word, right here. At this point, her body is covered in all that mesh and all of those hearts and shit. I mean, but I really, sincerely think that this is her. It makes no other sense why Betty, Jody Sue would have this. If you break this photo up into chunks, like crazy little chunks, you see a story. I think that's that little alligator. It's not an alligator. It's like it's in her other photos. Like, what is that little guy? I think it's just what I feel. Here's just some crazy more photos, but they do match the elements, of course. Here she is a closer, and I believe that this is a window. I do believe that is her eye. These are not his sons. They're not. I tried playing with this photo, but it just gets all messed up. Like, it's not even, you can't even play with it. But, I was just trying to show the tube that's covered in hearts and stuff. I already know that this is Summer Moon Wells' missing children story. Like, I see that. More photos. I show this one. Just look at the elements around her body. Many photos, they show the children's arms get elongated. I don't get it, but this is part of it. So I'm going to show you the keychain. I call it a keychain that's coming out of her mouth. I'm not sure, but I think that they all, whatever group is working with whoever, I've I tend to see that they have these keychains, and I call them keychains because they're their symbols, and they carry them around like a keychain. And and these are the symbols that are with summer. It's a very important. To the people who do this, it's a very important piece of element that she has there. I think that's like what they go look for. I have no idea, but this is end of life. This is they're in the water, you guys, and then people go hunt for them in the water. I think they have trackers on them, personally. Um, and they could track them. I'd like to know if I'm wrong, if this is Summer Moon Wells. I'd love to know if I'm wrong. I mean, this video comes from a specific company. They should know that this is what's happening to their videos, that this isn't a child fishing at all. It's not a child fishing. Period. But I do believe that this is Summer Moon Wells' story. And I do believe this is her. I might be so fucking wrong. This is their story, that's for sure. This is a Summer Moon Wells Missing Children story. That we know. I think this is actually her. You could see the different faces. That's just what they do. Like that's the stuff that I try really hard not to get thrown back into. Like spending so much time on dumbass things that aren't going to make a difference. That's what I try not to do. So I grab the photo. Then when I'm live, I'll show a couple things. Because then I've taught my listeners to go grab and go look. Like this. So obvious. There's Summer Moon. And look on top. It's part of the process, you guys. It's part of the process. Let me crop it. This is what they do. This is what they've done. They just mush it all together to make you completely confused. We're not confused over here, dumbass. I hope you guys, whoever's guilty, is watching this and like, you're not gonna make me run in circles looking to see what this means. I already have it all. I know what this means. This is right there. Make fun, it's like, how is it that we could have stuff like that? No one gives a shit. So as they're pumping gas, this is what shows up in the gas pump. All these crazy, creepy photos. Summer, meanwhile, she's worsening. She's worsening. Someone with her. Sorry, I'm meditating. Here are the young couples, and I wanted to just re-enter and show you the photos of them. They have the exact photos I am showing you guys of their children. All the mesh, the hearts, yada yada. This is the room that's taken. It is slivered right between the photo of that little boy opening up the chest, the ice chest. In between the ice chest shows a hidden doorway, and there are people in there. There are people in there, you guys. This is what it looks like. He starts to open it up, goes to throw the fish in, This is what's in there. Children are in there. And they're coming out of the side of some freaking boat. They're like coming out of the boat somehow. This is how they're maneuvering them, you guys, at the bottom of the boats. Right on the bottom of the boats. She's in the space in between. She's not in good shape. And this is whoever's coming out of the boat. They're being thrown off the boat. Look at that. It's not a fish. So this is the section of where that door is. And if you look to the left and to the right, you see the door is open. You see that? And this child, who I believe is Summer, has that thing around her neck. She's in horrible shape. me get a closer look. Let me chop in and show you the door. So there's a door on either side. Yes, I know that boats have shit under there, but this is for the sake of their purpose. There. It's hidden under the boat. It's on either side. There's one here, and then there's one on the other side and one below. The child in the middle I'll give you a closer look. We'll start with the head. Copy. Here's the mechanism around her. It's called the box with the number 5. It's what it is. It's a box with the number 5. And then she has all those little hearts. It's equipment. And it's not the equipment you go fishing in. Period. It's not the equipment you go fishing in. Down below, she has equipment all over her, all around her, all over. Summer Moon Wells photos that I have of her, you guys, completely match, and they completely match all the way down to the swimsuit. All the way down to the swimsuit. And then they get dumped into this water. And what you see behind them are those individually white doors, like those white things. This is a very sick setup. The video alone shows an extreme amount of information. What's going on here, you guys, is extremely cruel, violent, and this is the Summer Wells Missing Children story. I have no reason to believe other than this is Summer Moon. The equipment around her neck matches what's around Benny's neck on his video. The V, the fishes. All these little photos that she is in this, basically in this swimsuit. Really, really resembles the swimsuit that we have of her in front of all those bony things. You know, remember this one? With her glasses? Do you remember that I was trying to show everybody this symbol that's in her glasses? This is what's in her glasses. This is what's on her face. Do you understand that this is the same thing? I could turn it any way you want. It's going to match what's around her face. It's going to match. This little fishy design on her, everything, you guys. This little fishy design on her shirt. All that is an imprint of what's going on her shirt. But it's this part here. This part, wait, let me get it better. It's this part here. It bothers me the most. I could promise you that this here lines up with the situation that is going on in this photo. It's really sick. Everything about every one of her photos, you guys, all come down to these photos. They're all the same, you see. Like, all of the white stuff that's around her head winds up in her mouth. Like here, she has those dark glasses on that are underneath the blue glasses. The white stuff that's surrounding her is the same damn white stuff that's surrounding her in the picture. I don't understand why it is that I see it and the FBI doesn't. Why is it that we could see that what's beneath those glasses and those lines all match up and are the same as what's on this goddamn fucking boat? What is so difficult? What? I don't know what that guy's doing, but he's pulling strings just like Benny pulls strings. He's got some head with him. It's the same story, you guys. It's the same story. I don't know who he is. I don't care to know who he is. Towards the end of the day, in their bedroom, they show this piece of machinery on their bed. It's exactly what the Beastins or whoever showed. And this is what the mother looks like at the end of the day. Truthfully, I have no idea what that picture is to the left. I don't, because right now it doesn't resemble anything that I would have put over there. I don't know what that is. Wait, let me copy and paste it again. The one in the middle is the machine. They obviously are done. They did their due diligence. They did their shit. And they're done. And that's what the machine looks like, right? This here is a really messed up picture. I don't know what this is. Oh, I see. It's those chains. It's the chains like how we saw on that were attached to William's mouth. Watch this, you guys. Timothy Williams from Australia. Watch this. He had like these chains, and I kept it because I'm like, that's so weird. Like, what's in his mouth? This isn't superimposed. Here he is, William Taylor. William Tyrrell. This guy has the same thing. And that is actually like the same thing. See? And I kept it because it was so strange. And they're little number 5s, just like this guy. Look at that. I kept it. And it's attached to the mouth. They match. Watch this, you guys. I'll do a little teeny piece. Let's see. Yeah, he has a lot of those a lot of matching chains. All right, let me match it up. Here's our little number 5s and hearts. Let me get it a little brighter. Interesting. Copy. Okay, so this is William. This is his chain that comes out of his mouth. See the 5? See? It's the same little thing. It's the same people, you guys. They travel. I've never seen that I've never seen that yet in anybody else. Little William. Little William did get justice. His story was so easy to pop open. No traction. None, zero, zilcho. Same equipment. You guys, his photos are the same equipment. Exactly the same equipment as what's on this boat. This little baby was sleeping the whole time. I see something wrong with this thing. I see something completely wrong with these goddamn photos. But I just put them out there for you all to see it because it doesn't look right to me. Doesn't look right to me at all. So I'm just putting it out there, showing you what these photos look like. It's part of the Summer Wells Missing Children story. Photos like this are part of the Summer Wells Missing Children story. I have hundreds of pictures of children connected to these things, connected to the bones, connected to the hearts. This child happens to be in the video, so I'm putting it out there. No blame to this company. I don't know who they are, and I don't really give a shit or a hoot who they are at all. All I know is that it matches Summer Moon Wells, has the same thing, and this is out there, and these things on the necks and the heads are identical to what I have been showing for 12 plus months. Period. They're not collecting lobsters. This is the same kind of photos that I showed you guys back in the swimming video. The swimming video from the water hole with Summer Moon on Candace's TikTok looks just like this. Those aren't lobsters. They're not lobsters. Period. End of story. This is what you saw the kids doing at the summer hole. This. This is what they were doing. This is what they were doing. This just happens to be a bloody photo. Sorry, I had to show it. This is their combat video. They're supposed to be hunting for pigeons or ducks or whatever they are, but they're not. They're not. Look at these. Those heads, this is, they're playing cowboys and Indians. So when we see crazy photos like what you see to the right, the one that I have of Benny, that was one, I'm like, what is that? Like, what the frick is that? Like, that can't even be a picture, right? Can't be a photo because it doesn't make any sense. It just didn't make any sense to me. This is the one that he did. Remember this? With his mask on his face and he was talking to Jody Sue. Remember? Well, now I get it because most of the faces in these combat-like photos are the same and they are on top of these little teeny boxes. They're playing games. They're playing games. Hide and seek and playing games. It's what they're wearing. They're wearing these masks. You see it? He's right there. Lots of twig. Lots of twig. All I know is this is not a duck. All I know is these are not ducks that they're shooting out here. I have so many pictures of this, but I decided I didn't want to put a lot of attention on it and put a lot of information because I really don't want to, give this company too much time. I just want to point it out for the sake of the Summer Wells Missing Children. There's just so much information in every video that I don't even have the time to do it. Plus, I don't give a shit. This to me is about the children. This to me is about showing the fact that 14 showing the fact that what is on these bodies as adults playing cops and robbers is the same information and elements that can be found on the missing Summer Wells children. This situation here is the same situation that's going on in the water and when the children go missing. I don't care what they are or who they are. Doesn't matter to me. They could be shooting ducks for all I know. They are shooting ducks. I don't care. All I see here is the shit that's hanging from his neck is covered in blood, and he is connected to the person next to him, just as the children are in the water, in the water covered in hearts and blood. That's all I know, you guys. That's all I know. I know that this piece of element here, Summer Moon Wells wants me to point out. This. She doesn't give a fucking hoot who they are. She wants her story told. Wants her story told. Same concept. At first you look at that picture on the bottom with Benny and you're like, what? It all matches. It all matches. They all wear that same goddamn mask. What the fuck is going on in this country? And this is public information. This is information that you get on social media. Like, what is going on with this country? Seriously, this isn't being hidden in these videos. He's like, hey, Look what I did today. Hey, check me out. Hey, I could keep showing this all day because my country allows me to. No one's going to stop me. No one. It's not normal. I know I'm not here to make this part of my world, to make this part of a daily activity that we see on social media. This guy here, it's just like the face that's under what you see in the middle. There's no difference, you guys. There's no difference. It's the same thing. It's the same concept. It's the same stick. It's the same equipment. It's all the same. You see, this here is the same as what you see in Benny. There's the stick with the hearts that you find in the water. There's the face underneath that thing. It's all there. There's the stick. There's the face. There's the heart. I mean, really? That's what they're using. The sticks are all over there. Just a close-up of bullets that they use. And this is ground zero in the middle of our country, and probably same kind of a park that the massacre happened in. No different. They could do it. Of course they can. No different. This isn't the war zone. This is freaking hunting for a ducks. This isn't a CNN World War II video. These are grown adults just hunting. Just hunting, you guys. Those bones now make sense. The picture of the guy with that thing in his eye makes sense. This is being allowed, and our authorities will not stop them. That's the story I am getting out there. The authorities will not touch this. They will not stop them. They won't even get involved. That is the story. That is why everything is being allowed. These guys have been doing this for a long time, and there's no way. Here's the sticks. Right here. Sticks just go right in the water when they're done. It becomes a game to find them. Bye-bye. It's probably in an aquarium somewhere. And that's the story, you guys. You'll see. You'll see. No one's gonna do anything about it. It's just going to be a story being picked up by the media. How weird is that? Think about it. It's going to be a story picked up by the media because the authorities just can't seem to give a shit. They just can't seem to give a shit. Every element I have, it's so clear. It's so clear that the images that are being shown is abuse. It's so clear. It's so clear that when you see photos like this, what child goes swimming with that shit wrapped around her that matches every child that has been taken, that is a get gone child? It's a match. It's a match. That's the problem. That's the story. That's the story. That's the only way we're going to get this solved, is through, I won't even, not through social media, that's for sure, because they're controlling this. They are controlling the narrative of the social media. They're controlling it. So it's not going to be them. It's going to be the newscasters. It's going to be an editorial. Because that ain't normal photo of a child sleeping. That's the scoop, you guys. That's the scoop. It's a lot to see, a lot to look at. Day number one, in my very first video, I showed scuba divers. Everyone laughed. I went to the FBI. I'm like, it's scuba divers. They're going under the water. They're holding these bodies that are bloody. They laughed their ass off. Like, okie dokie. I'll add the scuba divers to this, trust me. Oh, I'm going to end with this. This little guy. Thank you, Summer Moon Wells, for being there. Thank you for sharing your world, your life, your gifts, and allowing me to work with you. Little Paw Patrol. He found me. I saw him. You guys, may justice come. Thank you all for being here. Please thumbs up on your way out. I adore you all. Thank you all. God bless you all. And this will soon be in the news. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you, mods. Thank you, members. Thank you, Summer Moon Wells.